right, so so hey, so I gotta start the whole show over, man. I did a whole segment, man, with no audio, man. So we just gonna flip it, man, and just go in. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's not rocking out. It's not rocking out, and it's not rocking out, and it's not rocking. What you talking about is not really rocking. I'ma go on the microphone and get the hopping like a bunny. Boy, ain't funny. Boy, I'm about to get your money, and I'm talking about I'm silly. Boy, I'm talking about like, well, let's talk about like it was in the frame of Big Willie, and let's talk about it like I was turning it up. Put the headphones, boy, I'm about to go buck. See, I could do some corny stuff and just run around like I'm double dutch. But I do some real stuff and they say it's not enough. Cause anybody wanna kick it when the fans will kick it. But when artists wanna kick it, boy, then they ain't really with it. But I hit them. Hit them like I hit them, go and get them, man. I'm talking about the real stuff. Talking about I get enough. Talking about I'm on mic. Talking about I'm major bucks. Talk about who wanted what, who wanted and running up, who running them numbers. Boy, it's a hot summer. Call it, man. Come on, man. Tiger Talk with Shaq. Hey, I did a whole doggone series, a whole doggone show, man. And then look over and I'm not recording. And now I'm like, man, what's really good? And y'all probably would have been like, what's really good too. But hey, man, listen, nothing wrong with taking it back from the top, man, and going back in real quick, man. Listen, uh, a lot of different things have come out as far as free agency and things of that nature, man. We're gonna talk about some of them. We're gonna talk about the best free agents remaining, man. And it's kind of weird to me, man. You got Richard Sherman on the board again. What are they doing to the kid? You got Antonio Brown on the board, like somebody want to be that brave. You got Mitchell Schwartz on the board. Let's talk about some of these. Well, first off, Richard Sherman, he's the one that got into the beef at his in-laws' house when he was banging and kicking on the door, whatever. He's gone to two teams since then, but he still has provided, pretty good minutes, man, when he's been there. So, shout out to Richard Sherman for not letting one thing affect him for the long haul. But Antonio Brown is the one that's pumping up other people's crowds on the field. He was asked to leave, man. He said he didn't want to leave. He wanted to get his money that he was owed by the Bucks. So, you know, it's almost like the same thing with Dennis Rodman. It's almost like the same thing, with Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman. Michael Jordan being Tom Brady. Michael Jordan's back. Michael Jordan needs somebody that can run around, man, catch a couple balls for him, man, and do it that way. And guess what? Who better than Antonio Brown? I mean, they've been on it. They've caught the ball together before. They've been doing great things, man. So we got a lot of people to talk about out there, man. There's just some free agencies, man, that are still perplexing people, like Russell Okung, man, the linebacker. Also, uh, let's see. All right, Kareem Jackson still out there. Brian Poole still out there. Quentin Dunbar still out there, and Wick Wagner still out there. Um, yeah. So that's who are the free agents that are still out there that I would consider, what I'm saying, free agents. Let's talk about other people that's on the board still. Let's see. Stephon Gilmore, man, he's still out there. Um, let's see. Bobby Wagner's still out there, man. I'm excited about this because, not only is Bobby still out there, man, but Bobby is one of the elite linebackers, man. Like, you have to look at one of the elite linebackers or a linebacker that's as talented as Bobby. And why is he sitting there so long? You know what I'm saying? He's a good character guy, good guy to have in the locker room. Like, why is he there? From a just from a business standpoint, you don't want that negativity associated with you, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, like from from a business perspective, like it seems like if somebody leaves their food there too long, something's wrong with it. And so Seattle got to get rid of that money, man. But then also, they want to get something good back for it, man. Listen, Ty Tyron Matthew, man, the Honey Badger, man, from LSU. He is still in the game, man, but nobody put no sauce by his name, man. And he is a dog. Akeem Hicks, excuse me. Akeem Nicks was a DB. This is a DN. Well, actually, he was a receiver, but Akeem Hicks from Chicago, man. He's on the wire. Jadeveon Clowney, by far the best thing that's on the wire right now. And some people could say, man, like Jadavion's best years are still behind him, man. Dwayne Brown, also still out there. Rob Gronkowski, man, he's still out there. Of course, when Brady comes back, he comes back, man. They both signed big deals. Odell Beckham Jr., he's still out there. Derek uh, Barnett, he's still out there. Also, Michael Ingram still out there, man. There's some people out there, man. I don't think that this is over just because, the top, couple in the sign, man. As you see, man, listen, the Honey Badger himself has not signed with anybody else. Jadeveon Clowney has not signed with anybody else. Also, Odell Beckham Jr. has not signed with anybody else. Ron Gronkowski has not signed with anybody else. Also, Akeem Hicks has not signed with anybody else. Bobby Wagner, I already said that. And then also the number one man, Stephon Gilmore, has not signed with anybody else, but we do need to get him signed, man. I don't have the money to sign him. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is go ahead and holler at whoever y'all need to holler at, you know what I'm saying, free agent wise, whatever, and GM wise, you know what I'm saying? Just get that done. Just get that done. Because I have power and influence and I have a microphone on the platform, but I don't have that form with me that says give this man money. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have that. I need that though. I need that. Hey, so yeah, so back from where we came from, the hot hands that are in this game, man, right now, man, said, give me my money. I want it right now. Give me what? Give me my money. Give me what? Give me my money, boy. And if you don't give me my money, I'm going straight here and there. Man, just go ahead and give me my money, bro. It's safer for you. Just go. Hey, man, everybody want to be paid. Everybody want to be paid right now. That's right. Hey, Stephon Gilmore wound up just signing, man, for I don't even know if it's for what he's doing or if he for what he's forcing other people to do. The more interesting game is basically what he does to a quarterback and what he forced the quarterback to be able to do when they play him. This is a DB, people, the most feared predators in the game. Also, we are trying to get him signed. But the people who are signed that are among those terrors, we have Teron Armstead, we have Von Miller, J.C. Jackson, Chandler Jones from out in Arizona with the Cardinals. We have Carlton Davis, a Tampa Bay Buck. We have the offensive guard from the Washington Commanders. What is his name? Brandon. Also Marcus Williams, he's on there still. Allen Robinson still on there. Randy Gregory's back up there, and then Devondre Campbell is back on there. Those are the people who are solidified at the top that already cashed them bonus checks. You know what I'm saying? They getting that Hey, man, can't get mad at y'all for getting paid. What I am mad at is doing the whole show, man, and not getting just due for that. That's crazy. But yeah, but whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and push through, man, and we are going to make sure that we stop back by the motivation station. Also, we got to stay hydrated, man. It just is what it is, and also, yeah. So coming from the top free agents to people who should be signed within the next couple of weeks, or people who are going to be signed, regardless, whatever happens in these next couple of weeks, man, is going to either filter through or push people out. And you never want to see people go, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. It's a show, man. So, we're not responsible, but we are involved, in the nicest way possible that can be said. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, the man, that was crazy. We recorded a whole show and then didn't get nothing from it. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry in the car straight up. Um with everything with everything going forward, man, with the free agency stuff, man, we just want everybody to be placed where they're supposed to be placed. Because there's a lot of money stuff. There's a lot of big money stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? You got all of the people out there from University of Georgia. You got you got different quarterbacks trying to get here, get there. People have spent their money on their quarterback, hopefully not too early. There was some big name free agents that were coming in. One was a kicker. I'm glad to see those numbers are working their way out. But it is what it is, man, so to speak, man. So we'll jump back in the game, man. Listen, if you didn't see March Madness, man, this last weekend, man, it was some crazy stuff go down. Man, Memphis wound up getting knocked out, man, by Gonzaga. But I mean, Gonzaga is one of those teams, man, that they're Gonzaga, right? You can't just really just point your nose at them like real stuff not happening around here. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, we gotta check out some of the footage, don't we, man? Or at least talk about March Madness, man, as it relates to the brackets. Because everybody want to see what the brackets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but then it comes out when you move to live, just a bunch of gibberish. Forgot about Trey. Hey, man, shout out to the big dogs and the big OGs in the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so look, man, right up where it is, man. Listen, Gonzaga has a 77% chance of winning in Arkansas. Also, Duke has similar chances to win against Texas Tech, man. Of course, 2 versus 3. That's gonna be a big card, man. 1 versus 2, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. Big card right there. Also, man, the quarterfinals of round 16, man, you got Arizona versus Houston. Houston, I'm going with Houston on that, man. Like, I'm not just taking, the Zags. Nah, I'm taking the Cougars, man. So look, Cougars, man. Hey, but Houston can go. They've been going back and forth with Memphis all year. Also, number 2, Villanova versus Michigan, man. Michigan doing big things with sports, all year round. So we'll see, man. We'll see which one delivers a punch for us, man. Also in the Eastern region, man, we have Purdue versus St. Peter's. St. Peter's are the ones that put out Kentucky, man, the other day. And then UCLA, man, they wind up knocking out or they say they're going to knock out UNC, man. We'll see. We'll see. Kansas, Providence, 1-4, and then also the 2 and 3 were knocked out over here, man. Miami, Florida, and Iowa State, man. They're going to finish that off, and then we'll have a champion staring at us this weekend, right in the face, man. We'll have to roll through that, man. So we'll see what's up, man, with this stuff, man. Prayers to everybody, man, who's competing. It's some of these people last time through, last one more for the round. You know what I'm saying? One swing for the Gipper, all that. We just want to make sure, man, that these people have a safe platform to display their great talent, and also that that everybody comes out healthy, man. That's always the moves. You know what I mean? We're gonna do a motivational segment, then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna do 2 today, man, because I've really been kind of playing back. So yeah, so we'll do 2 today, man, and then for whatever is worth, man, we'll be right back at you, or you know how it works. So yeah, hopefully we'll be right back with you. You know what I'm saying? 2 shows today, and then 2 shows the next day, and then we'll be back on our show count, because we don't grind soft, man. We grind hard over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could hear my cousins and brothers right now. All right, so look, so motivation, man. Listen, the motivation for this week is just keep going, right? We have a lot of stuff that's happened in my personal life too, you know what I'm saying? But we have a lot of things going on. We're finding some great things out. We're finding some stuff out about ourselves that we need to go harder. We need to push harder, you know. But ultimately, um, you know, find out that, we are officially sponsored by Anchor, you know what I mean? And it should be time to go harder. But then we're seeing all of these things coming our way, things from being good to also things of being distracting, you know what I mean? But what do we do with them? So, we always wanted to be there. So, hey, man, we got to get there, so it's not time to, oh, man, look at me, look what we got, whatever. Like, it's more time of, hey, man, let's go get it, man. Let's be about this action, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the segment for the day is, man. Just keep going. It doesn't matter, where you come from, doesn't matter your background. Just if you telling a story, it does. But wherever you're from, man, that's what has your mark, your grade A stamp. You know what I'm saying? That's what has your ability to do something or not. A lot of times everybody say, in a minute, where you from? Just to make you aware, like, hey, man, where you at? You know what I'm saying? This is what's over here. This is how we do it over here. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel, being from over there? Because that's not how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it is how we do it. But with this whole deal, man, with just keep going, man. That's all it's been. It's just been finishing. A lot of times as human beings in general, we have a problem finishing. You know what I'm saying? Finish the drill, finish the race, finish what you said you were going to start. And now that you started, that's the easiest part. Anybody can say they're involved, but you got to finish it. And finishing the race looks like something different for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like me, finishing a race has to do with a couple payments and a couple options. You know what I'm saying? It has to do with a lot of things, but finishing the race for me, it looks like seeing something tangibly that I can touch, and then it also has something to do with you know blood, sweat, tears, the what's been put in the why for everybody else, outside of me, what's been put in, in those cases, you know um when you look at you know, uh, somebody's dream, it can only be resized for them. Other than that, you got to let it play, because anything else would be doing a disservice or harm to the person, that is responsible for that dream. Um, you know, when you're talking about, the actual American dream, are you talking about, the white picket fence with, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths? What are you talking about? Are you talking about, just pushing forward to be comfortable, or are you talking about being rich? Because success doesn't have a price tag in my book. Success is one of those things that you look at, and it changes for everybody. It could be as great as, winning the championship. It could be as few as, still breathing. I think that that's the biggest miracle like ever known to man or mankind. I mean, literally it is. I mean, because when you think about it, like anybody could, come up short on numbers like today, tomorrow, and it could always, be good or bad. We're all not here forever. It's always the old bait and switch. Hey, man, how long can I stay here? Hey, can I keep doing positive? Hey, God might just let you stay here longer. You know, but when you look at, hey, man, you know, is this guy being done right versus this guy, or it always has to be talked about. Like even Bobby Wagner, like I thought Bobby Wagner would have came off the board way faster than he has. Von Miller's in front of him. Which Von is an animal. Just like the Harrison kid from back in the day. But you know, man, like Bobby Wagner is different. He was voted number one in Madden last year. He was different. And so when you're talking about stuff like this, man, you have to not only develop, you know, a sounding board that sounds accurate, you have to make sure you have the right audience. Like this, this just couldn't be a conversation just for anybody and on a Sunday or Saturday. It's just not my style. When you're talking about, two Hall of Fame legends that are at, linebacker, this is Lawrence Taylor. Um, this is Lawrence Taylor, um, Mike Singletary, you know, at a cookout. This is Ray Lewis versus Lawrence Taylor at a family event. You know what I mean? Like you got to give this justice. Like this just can't be, yo, what do you think? Like everybody doesn't get a thought in this conversation. Like but we're glad to have it though, man. I mean, Bobby, has led this linebacking core, for the last couple years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so where do you go with Vaughn? You know, and then you still have some pretty solid D linemen on here. For all of those people that need D linemen, you got Jadeveon Clowney, who's super dope. Sweat is going to become available in the next couple years. Um, we have different outcomes that we're still going to see. The kid for the Commanders or Commodores. Now I don't know that name. I can't even front on that, but that kid, man, like there's going to be some DNs available now, not only coming into the league, but also exported or exported from college. And then we'll still have ones that are still trying to get there. So but that's what it is as far as the D lineman, man. I just can't wait to see this D lineman class, man, with Thibodeau and the athletic kid uh, from Oregon. Then you still have what you call it. You have the Michigan kids, the Jabe and Aiden Hutchinson. You still got the kid Trey from out in the SEC with Georgia. You still have the Ole Miss kid. You still have the Virginia Tech kids, those speedy kids, 4.36 kids. You still have Devontae Wyatt. You still have, David. You still have a lot of people, out on that board, man, that need D linemen. And then we still have a lot of defensive people that are still on the free agency list. So, you know, I think that people are pushing, pushing, pushing to try and get it locked down right now. But I also think that, people are looking like, hey, man, I wonder what all this stuff is. Let's go ahead and see. Do not be surprised, man. We get here, in April, the 20 something is looking at us in the face, man, and we are getting our first pick. You know what I'm saying? Don't be looking at me because I've been covering the whole thing. So minus 2-3 days, but you know how that go. But we're gonna get this one up, man, and get this one right, man. Didn't want to just give you anything sloppy. Wanted to give you what we give you always, man. Informative pieces, man, that you can go on with. Yeah, so we'll have this loaded up ASAP, man. Sorry for pulling the audio. I just didn't like the way it did yesterday, so I pulled it back. So that's my bad with the technical difficulty. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Remember, blood is thicker than water. Only certain cases you need water to live. You learning the basics. Better cherish your aces.